Hey guys, it's Misty Eyes, and I'm here with Queens of the Week. Alright guys, it's Sexy Saturdays, and this week our topic is from Pedro Lola Mendez. Pedro wants to know the controversy over pronouns. When do we start calling someone the opposite pronoun from when they were born? For example, trans people. When a trans person undergoes a transition, when do you start calling he a she or she a he? It's very confusing. I admit it's very confusing. Even with Caitlyn Jenner, who's been in the press, I'm a huge Caitlyn Jenner fan. I think what she's doing is absolutely amazing. She has more courage than I ever could have to come out with 10 kids in a national public way as a celebrity figure where the world will judge you and scorn you. It's so courageous. I think what she's doing is amazing. But even with her, in talking about her, before I saw the show I Am Kate and before the Vanity Fair, I kept referring to her as a he and calling her Bruce. Obviously, I didn't know the name Bruce or Caitlyn, but even I messed up with her. But a lot of people are freaking out because the reality is pronouns are very, very important. They are. I do think people are making a bigger deal out of it, but it's obvious. I think in the gay community, it's much easier because we call all gay people, or all guys, she. Like, hey girl, it's easier for us to call everybody girl. But then I became good friends with Six Pack, who is a trans man, and I kept calling him girl, and he is like, I'm not a girl. I'm like, oh my God. In fact, I'm dating someone and I keep calling him girl. And he's like, I'm not a girl. And I'm like, so sorry. And so I'm trying to break that habit of calling everyone girl, period. But it's not as complicated as people think it is. Obviously, if someone is wearing eyeshadow or lipstick or a wig or a bra or a skirt, they are to be referred to as she. If someone is wearing a shirt and tie when it's not an office, they probably want to be called he. A lot of trans men start wearing the shirt and ties early in their transition and are experimenting with the boy look and how people... And if somebody's going out of their way to be overtly masculine or feminine, call them the pronoun they want to be called, which is the way they are dressing and trying to be perceived as, obviously from their wardrobe. When a trans person is actually in transition, they want to be called their pronoun all the time. And that's the basic line. Obviously, if she's trying to look like a girl, she is a girl. If she's trying to look like a boy, she is a boy. Now, if you're talking about when they are not dressed up, a trans person is not going to be afraid to tell you, hi, I'm a girl. Hi, I'm transitioning. And it's going to be hard for some people because, like, for example, when drag queens or trans women start off, it's going to be difficult sometimes when drag... It's going to be difficult sometimes because some trans women start off as drag queens. And drag queens never want to be referred to as he, ever, when they are dressed up. But obviously during the day, they don't care. But when a trans person is referred to as a he when she is not in makeup, she will correct you. And there is a transitional period where all girls, all trans women go through the ugly duckling phase where your hormones haven't fully kicked in, or you haven't gotten silicone, or you haven't gotten laser hair removal. And there are telltale signs. I know a lot of trans women that actually still have beards. And it's very difficult because society will see your facial hair, and no matter how fishy you look in the daytime, they'll be like, oh, excuse me, sir. And you're like, what? I'm not a sir, you racist, transphobe. So obviously, if the person is your friend, they will let you know that they're transitioning, if they're beginning or advanced or not. And then hopefully you'll be able to transition with them in your usage of pronouns. But if you're not sure and it's a complete stranger, if she's wearing girl clothes or girl shoes or girl hair or girl makeup or girl lipstick or a bra, call her a girl, whether you're not sure if she's transitioning or not. And for trans men, if you're not sure if he is transitioning, obviously call him a he if he is going out of his way to be masculine tennis shoes or shirt and tie, for example, or manly vests, or going out of his way to be masculine. That's what you want to do. Because the reality is you want to respect people and their identities. And transitioning is probably the hardest, scariest thing you can do. So as a friend, you definitely want to be supportive. That was Misty Eyes for Queens of the Week. Loving you is easy.